Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a highly requested video. I've actually been asked to film this video a couple of times already by you guys, and I'm super excited because I love watching these videos myself. I always get really cute name ideas. So I'm going to be sharing the baby names I love, but I will not be using. As you all know, I am pregnant with a little girl. We already have her name picked out. And I promise you guys, a baby name reveal will be up very soon. I have to get a few things ready before I post that. Also, little disclaimer, the light here is going in and out. As you guys know, I don't have the best natural lighting in my home, so I have to work with what I got. So I've been seeing this video circulate for a really long time, for a few years already. I think they're very interesting to watch. I think they are fun, and I love how unique some names can be, and I just love to get name ideas and hear other people's opinions. So I thought I would share mine. I picked out 6 girl names and 6 boy names. This is our last baby. We have no plans on having a 4th. We are done with kids. We're sure of it. So I'm actually going to be sharing the boy name we had picked out if we were to have a little boy. We're having a girl, so obviously we're not going to use it, but I'm still going to share it with you guys. As you all know, we chose E names. I have an Ethan and I have an Amelia, and then this baby will also have an E name. That's pretty much the only hint I've given, but that doesn't mean I don't like other names that don't start with the letter E. So I'm going to share some that I do love. I feel like it's especially tricky for me to pick names for my babies because I need to pick a name that flows in English and in Spanish. Ethan, honestly, I didn't really think about that because when I ask my dad, who doesn't speak English, or my in-laws who don't speak English, to say his name, or when they do say his name, they don't always pronounce it correctly, and it ends up sounding kind of weird, and I just don't like it. So this time around, and with Amelia, we wanted a name that would flow for both of our families. I have family that speak English and Spanish. My husband's side is only Spanish, so we obviously wanted them to be able to pronounce their names. I love very simple names. I feel like the names I picked out are actually not very unique, and I'm not always looking for the most unique and different name. I think those are beautiful, but I like what I like, and I like very simple, especially for little girls. I just love it to be cute, and I don't know, I think little girls, I love little girl names more than I like boy names. We actually had a harder time picking out a boy name than we did a girl name. We knew that when I found out I was having a girl, we already had her name picked out. We had like 3 names, and it didn't really take us long to pick her name, but if it were to be a boy, it would have taken us a little bit longer to find a name for him. I also did want to clarify that the reasons we didn't use these names is, again, the E theme, and my husband doesn't really like all of these names. He's more picky than me. I hear any name, and honestly, I love them all. I think they're all very beautiful names. So I am not a very picky person when it comes to baby names. So my husband is very picky. He was very picky when we chose Amelia's name, because there were other names there that I really liked that he just was not about. So I picked out 12 names total, 6 girls, 6 boys, and I'm gonna go from girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, and I'll just go from there because I am literally ranting away. So the first girl name I really love, and we didn't pick because, again, the main reason we didn't pick a lot of these names is because they didn't start with the letter E, and also we did consider some of these as middle names. My husband didn't like the name. The name is Zara, like the store. I know. I really like that name a lot. I think it's just really pretty. It's like Sarah, but with the Z. It's unique. I like that name. I think it's really cute, and I think it's very easy to say in English and in Spanish. Zara, Zara, Zara. I don't know. I think you can't really get it wrong. I like it. I think it's really pretty for a girl name. But my husband was like, my daughter's not going to be named after a store. The first boy name we really loved, and before we chose Ethan's name, and before we decided we were going to pick names starting with the letter E, this was our #1 name. We thought this was going to be Ethan's name, and then I was obsessed with 90210 and decided to name Ethan. This is still one of my favorite names, and it's Luca. Not Lucas. I like Luca. So beautiful. love it. I really do like that name so much, but my husband ended up liking Ethan more, even though he does like Luca. But Luca is honestly one of my favorite boy names. I think it's very cute. I think you can grow into it. I also did want to add, I like baby names that you can see adults, you can see them as adults. This is my opinion, not bashing anyone's name, but I'm just putting a random name out there. I feel like celebrities can definitely get away with it more than we can. But like, if I can't name my child Apple or Banana and then like, I don't know, see them grow into that. But we like names that we can see our kids having an adulthood and not being like, oh my god, why'd you name me this, mom? The second girl name that we really love and we're not using, this is actually a name you guys voted for a lot. It was actually the top name. You guys really think I'm naming my daughter this, and it is a very beautiful name. It was in the talks, we did talk about it. It's a name we both really like. My husband really likes this name as well, so it was this name against the name we picked for her, but the name is Elena. We love Elena. It's such a beautiful name. I think it's been a pretty popular name for a while, but we really like that name a lot. It's easy to say in both languages. It's a very beautiful name. I can see an adult with the name Elena as I can see a little girl with the name Elena, and it was just a name we both really loved, but we obviously love the name we chose for her more than this one. But you guys really voted for this one. A lot of you DM me saying you guys swear that's her name. It is not her name, but it was in the talks and we love this name so much. The second boy name that we love, and it's not very unique and it actually runs in the family because it's my husband's name, is Sebastian. I love the name Sebastian so much. I love that name for a little boy. I think it's so sweet, and I always like the idea of one of our boys, if we were to have multiple boys, being named after their father. But the thing is, my husband is not a fan of his own name. He thinks it's okay, but he didn't really like it for a boy, which is why Ethan's middle name is not Sebastian, and we were never going to use it. But I've always loved the name Sebastian. I think it's a really cute name. It's a nice name, and obviously my husband's name Sebastian, he's an adult. It doesn't sound weird when I say it, so it can grow into it. When I think of the name Sebastian, I think of a gentleman. I think of my husband. It's really a name that I wanted to use if I had a boy, especially knowing this was going to be my last baby, but my husband just like doesn't really want that name. He doesn't like it too much. The next girl name that I really like is Adeline, and the only reason we did not pick this name is because it would be really hard for my dad or his parents to say it, Adeline. I just really can't see that being easily pronounced in Spanish, like Adeline. I don't know, I don't like how it sounds in Spanish. I like Adeline. Obviously my in-laws and my dad can't say Adeline like the way I say it. So that was the only reason we didn't pick it. My husband did like the name Adeline and he thinks it's a very beautiful name, but even for his accent, he didn't like how it sounded. Obviously voted that one out because he likes how I say it and he likes how a lot of other people say it, but with him having an accent and then his family obviously not going to be able to say it very well, he just decided he didn't like it too much. So this is the name we were gonna use if it was a boy, and honestly the only reason we picked this name is because it was my favorite name starting with an E out of all of the boy names. It's a name both of our families can pronounce easily and say, and I really did like it, and it was Emerson. I like the name Emerson. I think Emerson you can use for a boy or a girl. I've seen people use it both ways. I like it more for a boy, and that was the name we had chosen if it were to be a boy, is Emerson. Ethan and Emerson I think sound so cute together, like Ethan, Amelia, and Emerson. How cute is that? I loved it, and it's very easy to say in Spanish, like Emerson. Emerson, you can say it in Colombia. There's kids who actually have the name Emerson, so it was definitely a name that would really work well for our family and for him. I really like that name, and that was a name we ultimately had picked out if it were a boy, but I'm sharing that with you guys because we're not having a boy. Fourth name we had picked out for a girl is Emery. Love the name Emery so much. It was, like I said, we had a list of 3 names. It was Elena, her name, and Emery, and I really liked Emery. I was kind of set with Emery for the most part. I really wanted that one, but my husband is just not a huge fan of Emery. He thinks he doesn't like it too much, so I'm telling you guys, he's the picky one here. I am very easy going, but my husband is very picky when it comes to baby names and naming his children. So Emery was not his favorite. Fourth boy name we really loved, and this is also one we considered if we were to have a boy, we considered naming him this, and it was Elliot. I think it is so cute. It's really nice, and you just imagine a little baby Elliot. Like, how adorable is that? I think it's a nice name. I think it's very simple. It's easy to say. It's easy to spell and pronounce. But again, my husband just was not really into name Elliot. If he doesn't like it, that means we can't name our babies that. So that's basically why. The fifth baby girl name that I loved, oh my gosh, I love this name so much, so much, but my husband immediately was like, heck no, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. I love the name Mila. Mila, it's, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I even like it for a middle name. I don't know, I want to name my dog Mila. I don't care, I need to name something Mila because I love the name Mila. My husband does not like the name. The reason he doesn't like that name is because there is a very popular drink in Colombia. It's chocolate milk, and the name is Milo. And he's like, I cannot, every time I think of the name Mila, I'm thinking of Milo, which is the brand of the drink. And it's a very popular drink in Colombia. Like, there's no way you don't know what Milo is if you're Colombian or maybe from South America. I think it's a brand known in South America. Mila is very popular in Colombia. It's a drink he had growing up. It's, like I said, chocolate milk, and he's like, I cannot name my daughter Mila and not think of Milo. So that's basically why, but I think that name is beautiful, and I will name maybe a fish that one day. I don't know, but I need to use the name Mila at some point. The next boy name that I love is Oliver. I love Oliver. It is so cute, and the only reason Oliver would never been a choice for us is, again, the E. I've really stuck with that E theme, and there's no breaking it now. We've come so far that there's no way I would break that chain. But Oliver is just, I don't really know what else to say, but I think it's a beautiful name. I like it. I think it's very cute on a little boy, and yeah. The last baby girl name that we loved and we really considered using was the name Stella. I love that name. It's so beautiful, and we even considered using it as a middle name for baby girl, but we picked something we like better. But it's just a very nice name. My aunt's name is Stella, and I thought it would be really nice to use it. My husband really does like the name Stella as well. We liked another name more than that because we did think about using it as a middle name, but I just really like the name Stella. And the last boy name that I love is Noah. I love the name Noah. My little cousin is actually, his name is Noah, so that was one reason I wouldn't use it. And secondly, my husband was just not a fan of the name Noah, but I think it's a really nice name. I really like it. Honestly, a lot of these names I would have easily have picked out for a boy or a girl, but my husband just was not a fan. Sorry guys, I actually had to get Amelia. She's right there. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what baby names you absolutely love, and let me know if you guys liked any of these from my list. I don't think they're very unique names or different. I think at some point we've all heard these names. I know a lot of people are into kind of making up their own names or picking like the most unique names, and I think that's awesome. But I like these names a lot, and these were my top baby names. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe if you like what you see, and turn on your bell notifications to be notified each time I post a video. I'm currently 21 weeks pregnant with baby girl, so there's a lot of pregnancy updates, a lot of baby videos coming in the future. So if you guys are really into that, I would appreciate if you followed and subscribed, and we can connect. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.